plaintiff, William Trozzi, rented an apartment to the defendant, and he claims he was not a good tenant because he often smoked marijuana in the unit and he even got into physical fights with his girlfriend on the property. William suing his former tenant for rent and damaged property. Defendant Alex Robinson says the reason he and his girlfriend got into an argument is because he discovered she and William were having sex, and William was giving her money. Alex denies owing William for anything because he failed to repair the rental unit.
Start with you.
I rented to Alex in November of 2013. He wasn't the easiest tenant in the world. He smoked weed all the time. One time I even came to the door, and before the door even opened, I smelled marijuana. And also, him and his girlfriend argued constantly.
How'd you know all this?
I have other tenants in the building that complain.
You say spying on you? They sit outside your door?
Yeah.
All right, other tenants complain about the yelling, I guess, and fussing, and because I'm sure a lot of them are smoking weed as well.
The whole building.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Right, go ahead.
The confrontation even fled out to the outside of the building because when I came up one time, I saw a wig on the ground and asked Alex, I'm like, what was...
That man can do what he wants. His sexuality shouldn't have affected.
Oh, it wasn't his,
tenancy.
Your Honor.
Oh.
No,
Okay.
he snatched the wig off.
I'm sorry. Oh.
He snatched the wig off of his girlfriend while she was running out because they were arguing one
It was because of him, though.
How does you snatching your girlfriend's
Got something to
wig
do with
out
him?
while she's running
Because
by him?
Like, this girl, she don't have a job, you know? And all of a sudden, this girl can give me anything what I ask for. If I need 100 every day. And they was messing around.
Oh.
She even told me out of her mouth that this is where she getting the money from, you know? And so I'm like, man.
That true, sir?
I didn't give her any money, no. I don't know what she was getting at.
She sent in a statement. Why would she lie?
Say no more. He clarified that.
Why would she lie?
He clarified
And
that.
she didn't show up.
Sir, I believe it. Once you've proven your point, just stop. Because then you might end up telling a little lie. And a little lie, in many instances, can overcome something that's 90% true. All right, so it's clear that something was going on based on his answer.
It was just a couple times.
How did you get exposure to her like that?
I'm in the building, and at the beginning, you know, she'd come around, I'm fixing stuff, and she'd be all up next to me in these tight clothes and low-cut shirt and everything, you know.
He ain't fixed nothing in that apartment since I've been there.
All blah, blah, blah in my ear and everything, and it led to, you know, us messing around. We're supposed to be on the down low. They got into an argument, of course, and she said that, you know, we messed around and I was better than he was. So,
Your Honor. Your Honor.
You do that? How many of your tenants you do that with?
She wasn't on the lease. She was just hanging around, and then eventually became a
Hanging
fixture.
around like what? Just hanging around
With me at my
outside?
house?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, when I would come there, she'd be where I was.
When you come where?
To the unit. It's a 4-unit.
Inside?
No, it's a 4-unit place.
Inside?
Yeah, she'd be out at the porch, she'd be talking to me and so on, then she'd come inside and stand and talk to me because she was asking me about wanting to rent an apartment and so on. So, you know, I didn't know how serious they were or weren't, you know what I mean? She was the one coming on to me, you know? But nevertheless...
I guess I'm trying to see, because he said you never came in and fixed the property.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm asking not to pass judgment on you and this woman's thing because she was just as wrong. I'll give judgments. I don't pass judgment. So I'm trying to get some insight as to how you are in her presence, so much so that you all could become so friendly with each other.
Well, there's 2 apartments upstairs in the back. There's 2 apartments in the front on the lower level. He was in the front lower apartment. So when I would come through the back, I would always park in the back because there's parking spaces back
And
there.
you see her in the common area.
Sure.
So she regularly, at least frequent enough that you all developed an attraction for each other, she'd just be...
I'm not
I
saying
like the common area. I like the hallway. She liked the hallway.
I'm not saying she was waiting there like a bus for me, you know what I mean?
Go ahead,
But
sir. But
I have a friend of mine that lives in the upper
I'm trying to
apartment
give
as well.
you the benefit of saying you must have been inside the apartment.
I would be inside fixing, putting in lights,
Go ahead.
putting on light covers, fixing.
What type of
putting tile
landlord
on
was
and
he,
so on.
sir?
Your Honor, his name should be William Lousy, for the simple fact, I mean, all of this stuff I got, it's been there since I moved in there.
We'll get to your evidence. Let me allow him to tell me why he's suing you, sir. Go ahead.
I acquired the property in November. The property did need things that needed to be fixed and so on, so that's what I was doing, periodically. I have a construction company, so, I would bounce back and forth between fixing things there to try to get things better, because it had problems for quite a while. And I put brand new laminate hardwood floors in the whole place and, tried to spruce it up to make it look nice. I wasn't a slumlord.
Let's get to the rent agreement, and then we'll get to the damage.
Yes, this is showing that that Alex Robinson signed the lease in November, and the $550 rent. I've
1
got it
year
highlighted
or
as
what?
well.
A 1 year lease?
Month to month.
All right, month to month.
yearly.
And what happened?
He did not pay in April. I'm sorry, that's a lie. He paid $100 in April, and then didn't pay anything in May, and which prompted me to file.
So he paid from November up through April, up until April.
Yes.
That's when he only paid $100.
Yeah. And then there was late fees and so on. I've got the 2 receipts showing the $100 payment and the other one showing no payment.
Please.
All of a sudden, this girl gonna give me anything what I asked for. If I need 100 every day, and they was messing around.
Oh.
She even told me out of her mouth that this is where she getting the money from. And so I'm like, man.
That true, sir?
I didn't give her any money. I don't know what she was doing.
She shot that in a statement. Why would she lie?
Say no more. He clarified that.
Plaintiff William Trozzi is suing his former tenant, who claims his girlfriend was cheating on him with William, and William was giving her money.
Sir, what do you want to tell me about the payment of the rent?
I feel I don't owe that guy nothing.
Did you pay him anything?
Yes.
Did you pay him April's rent?
Yes.
How much?
From my knowledge, he got the whole rent.
Who paid him the whole rent?
My roommate gave him everything.
Your girlfriend?
Yeah, you might as well say not no more though. She was my roommate.
Then, what was she then?
Yeah, she was my girl then.
Okay, so she gave him the money?
Yeah, and
all right. And that was for April. She gave him $550?
Yes.
All right, and then May?
He didn't get. I told him he wasn't getting nothing because I was leaving.
Why were you leaving?
Because the apartment, it was bad conditions. I asked him, would you have your kids eating in here? The stove don't work. The kitchen floor. I couldn't have tore that floor up like that.
He didn't agree to repair it?
No, he didn't.
Okay, and so you moved May what?
I would say
middle of May, beginning
in the middle. I would say the middle.
Mid-May.
Yeah.
You told him I'm moving because you're not keeping this property up.
Exactly.
All right.
And I got pictures. I got code letters from code enforcement.
Let's see your pictures.
Okay.
Sir, did he request you repair the property in May?
Did not.
All right. Were there damages to the property in May? April or May?
I don't know of any damages until after he moved out, and he didn't move out until I had to serve a notice from the sheriff to remove him from the property.
When was that?
The eviction.
Sir, were you evicted?
You might as well say, because I told him, I'm moving out of state.
When were you evicted?
I don't know, because of May's rent.
Pardon?
Because of May's rent. And I told him I wasn't paying because he never, I was in the apartment for over 8 months.
Why didn't you go to court and tell the judge that?
Because he wanted to come here.
No. Before you leave your property is when you go. What happens is the landlord submits a notice. He says, give me my money or I'm putting you out. You don't give him the money, then he takes you to court to evict you. Then you go to court and you say, Judge, I'm not paying and I shouldn't be evicted because he won't repair the property. And that's when the judge cancels the eviction and makes him repair it. So you weren't told to come to court?
If I may, Your Honor?
Yes.
He did show up for court for the immediate possession. And when the judge asked him...
You didn't.
It wasn't nothing because...
But you just told me you didn't.
But I
can't rely on anything else you tell me, sir. No. A person knows whether they go to court or not. You told me twice that you didn't. You said I just waited and can't. You didn't?
If you think about it, I didn't because we were supposed to go to court.
If I think about it, I don't know what you did. Let's see what you have, sir. Sir, you've contradicted. Why are you waving your hand at me? You lost your mind. You don't wave your hand at me. You've been in court before. You've been sued and locked up. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
was so bogus, you know you wouldn't live there. You wouldn't let your kids be in a house like that. Bed bugs, I mean, everything, but I guess that's how, I guess it's still like how the 50s is.
Bed bugs don't come from nothing but dirty, though. I tried to be a good tenant. I mean, I'm a good landlord to a tenant. You know what I mean? It was a new building.
Hollering at my woman? Wow. And then you never fixed it.
I apologize for that, okay?
No, I don't need your apology.